Previously on T-Man 978.
Alright, I want to start right here because I immediately pulled these four out. My Mega Constructs turtles. Because when I first seen this, I was like, they would be perfect to stand next to this guy. And there you go. Looks and scale to me.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm taking a look at Valaverse Action Force's 100th item. This is their 100th product, not 100th figure, because they have things like upgrade kits and weapon sets. So they have 100 products with the release of this guy right here. The Bone Collector, number 100 right there. And this is the start of their like retro card back style. People like this, or they wanted to be doing something different. It's unpunched. If you want to keep this unpunched, at some point these things are going to start being on shelves. There's this barcode if you think you might need that. Here is the bio without the light shining on it. In fact, let's bring this up. And you get action points. If you collect a bunch of these figures, there'll be times in the future where they'll offer special promotions so that you can get like some full-size figure like this, but you only pay like $15 or something, or maybe even cheaper. Anywho, here is the artwork. This is on loan, but possible to own, from Junkie on Crafts and Builds Mike. Link in the description to his channel. He hits several milestones. His channel is growing because he does very good, highly edited videos where he often gives like a bio on the actual character. He does more than just review it. But anywho, he told me if I like this, I can keep it. He just wants the action points. So if he's not total crap, we'll see. Several days later, I'm at home, and here's the Bone Collector all stripped down to all of his accessories right here. Let's start with the card you get if you cut it off the back. You get the stand, typical Action Force stand that says Action Force, good quality, 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs. And of course, you have that slot right there where you can put the card optionally if you want to, but I believe that's what it's meant for. As far as his gear, you get 2 trigger hands, 2 cupping hands, 2 little weapon holding hands like knives and whatnot. You get the 2 gauntlets right there that goes on his forearm. You get this optional face mask or head mask right there that's painted really, really nice. I like it. It has the straps on the back looking realistic. And he has this vest right here, which you'll see more on him. He also, as far as weapons, he has like the typical Fortnite loadout of 1 gun, 1 backpack, and 1 melee weapon. But the ammo pack right here has a little 2 straps on there that can hold that machete. And it's detailed all the way around. There is no real function besides being able to put this ammo right here for the minigun. You put that in there. You get a ammo drum right here with the optional ammo right here that can be shown coming out of it. Here is the spent ammo. Here is the blast effect. And here is the minigun right here. Nicely detailed. The barrel actually rotates separately. And here's that for the blast effects that you can put in there. Now we go over the Bone Collector himself, and then we put all that gear on him. But here he is. He has a super duper expressive face. He has this detailed upper body. We've seen this before. They use basically the same body all the time. He has the regular arms right here. Here's the fist up close and his wrist. Right here we see that he has some skulls. The tattoo with skulls right there. There we go. It's only on that arm. And right here we see on his forearms he has paint from the gauntlets on both arms. Here is the camo pants. I like the boots and the paint on the boots. I like the pants as well. And I do like that tattoo. That looks nice. But yeah, let's let you see everything. To let you know, I'm going to mention negative stuff later. I'm just showing him up close and showing all the stuff. I'm going to do the articulation now and then gear him all up. But the head can look up a lot. Can look down. Can't really tilt side to side much, but it does have a little bit of room. And we do this. Arms go out to there. You get butterfly joint back, butterfly joint forward, swivel all the way around, bicep swivel, pinless double elbow. These fists have the horizontal hinge, so they go out and they can rotate, of course. You get the, I think it's just a post into the body right here, but it goes back a lot, comes forward a lot. Then you have the ball at the base of the waist. So it comes forward a little bit more, but you don't really need it because the upper torso does a lot. Do that? Yeah, they have a lot of range in this torso right there. This part is not like a soft piece like G.I. Joe. It's hard, but you get drop down hips. Legs can kick back. They can kick up slightly more than 90 degrees. Go all the way out to the... They don't go 90 degrees out to the side. Swivel right here. Tight. Double jointed knees. Boot swivel. Foot can come forward. Foot can go back. If you rotate it, engage the ankle pivot. I was able to get it to go over. Yeah, there we go. Get it to go over that buckle. I'm not sure if you can do that. If I try a little bit more, I can get it to go over that guard a bit more. Here is the bottom of the boots, and you get a foot peg hole. Alright, here he is all geared up with the blast effect, the bullets coming out the side, or the spent shells, the ammo belt going through there, attached to this, with the machete stored there. That's something new from them. This is something I was complaining about, that they don't have like weapon storage for anything. They don't usually come with backpacks. Here we go. And here he is without that mask. Here he is with the mask. Now, one of the things that I complained about beforehand was the shoulder pads. Like, they looked silly, but in person it doesn't bother me as much. I mean, they are raised high, but I guess they would be raised high like football shoulder pads. Maybe they are a little. I think the problem is the fact that they don't hang over the shoulders. That might be the thing. But they're not so bad in person. There he is. This hand right here, the trigger hand, the trigger hand has the vertical hinge. All the rest of the hands have a horizontal hinge. You have this gun cupping hand, but there's not really anything you can do with that so much. And I'm using this hand, which is usually the knife hand, to hold this handle, because I would guess he would be pushing the button on there, so that works out. But there's one more thing for me to show you as far as articulation, and I'm going to do the variations. One other thing I complained about is how hard their vests and harnesses are. There's actually like an indentation right there. You can get him to crunch with the vest on. which is great because typically they don't have this articulation, so that's an improvement right there. And he can even go back with that. I think most of them can still go back due to the ball at the base of the waist, but this is probably even more range than normal. You do that, but yeah, there you go. Only problem is this is still plastic, so doing that will probably pop these buttons off. So pinching them together is highly difficult while he's wearing it. You know how this works. I always complain about this. Once you have something like this with the little plastic buttons and you pop it apart, getting it to pin back is very difficult every single time. But yeah. Alright, here he is with the ammo drum on there with the bullets being feeded through the ammo drum. So there's the variant right there. But let's get into this. Alright, if you've been watching me long enough, you know what I like. You know what I want as far as action figures. This guy hits all the things. You get a highly articulated action figure. Like, he has all the articulation that I would want typically. As far as like something that's close to a retail figure, which basically this is. It's not built like an import style. It's built like a G.I. Joe classified series figure with some differences here or there. He comes with a melee, and he comes with a ranged weapon right here that has a whole bunch of different stuff you can do with it, which is cool. He has a backpack with some storage for his melee weapon right there. He has a melee weapon, and he has multiple different hands for the different things you could possibly want to do with him. He has a super expressive face, which I always ask for. I hate when they give the characters like dead, lifeless mannequin faces, and maybe it's a little bit too expressive, so you can cover it up. So there's that. Now, since I like him, I said he's good, let me get to my nitpicky things or complaints. Let me get to the complaints first. Complaints. The neck right here. Let me change lenses. The mold seam right there on the neck. That looks bad. Mainly on that one side. But you see the overlap right there. That's some stuff you would see on a KO action figure. This right here, let me pop his head off. The way the hinge right there is sunken in, I'm not used to that. I'm used to the hinge being like, the disc part of the hinge, I'm used to that being the same size as the neck and not like leave an indentation. I think that looks ugly. And this face, they go in between realistic and cartoony. This, I don't know what it is about the paint. It looks way more cartoony than I'm used to. As far as the other figures that I have, I don't know. I don't really like this face too much. But the good thing is, I do like this. I like that a lot. Also, as far as quality control stuff, the paint being on the arms is unfortunate if you want to take these gauntlets off. Somebody might want to do that. You probably could wipe it off with like some rubbing alcohol, but whatever. But here are my like wish list things, because the thing is already the total package. But wish list, I do wish that maybe there was some type of attachment or hook so that you could actually put the minigun on here some type of way. That would have been cool. I have it upside down. If you could actually like put this on here some type of way so you can hold that on the back, that would have been cool. This blast effect, this will be another nitpick. I don't like the way that looks. It just looks like a piece of gummy candy more than a blast effect. Like, they have some good blast effects and a good weapon accessories, but this one, this one looks more like candy than it does like a big piece, like I just said, gummy candy. Other wish list thing, It's cool that he comes with this and you can do two different things with it. But I do wish he had some type of handgun or sidearm. Like if he had a gun on a holster, like this is something that can do a lot of damage and whatnot, but it's like unwieldy. Like by the time he reaches for this and aims, somebody could be shooting him with a regular gun. Well, it would have been nice if he had like wish list. It didn't have to do this because it comes with a lot. If it had a regular handgun. Now, luckily, I do have one of their weapon sets, so I could do that. I just don't have a gun holster that I can put that gun in. I did initially have a problem lining up the hole in this vest and the hole in his back. So there's that. But one other nitpicky thing. The vest that he has underneath of this, it kind of sucks that they use that over and over and over and over again. I know they're coming out with some new bodies, but if it was just the good guys had that vest and the bad guys had something else, that would be better for me than everybody having that same top. It is very, very samey. Now, I know other toy lines use the same body over and over again, but that is like highly recognizably the same top for so many different figures. It's crazy. I hope I didn't beat up on this thing, but I want to mention everything. And I know I held all this for this one section, so it makes it seem even worse. But other than that stuff that I mentioned, it looks good and I like it. I love this color scheme and whatnot with this vest on top of him. And I like this look. Definitely like the mask and the weapons and stuff that he does come with is cool. So if he's their $29.99 price point, I can recommend him. I think he's cool. Here he is next to G.I. Joe Classified Series Cobra Firefly and the Cobra Night Creeper. Here's Quick Kick and Jinx, also from G.I. Joe Classified Series. Marvel Legends Cyclops and Luke Cage. Jada Toys Street Fighter Ken. Here he is riding the Cobra Ferret. And here he is in the Ramen Racer. Google. If you don't know what this is, Google. Google, Google, Google. Google, Google, Google. His head is touching the top of that, especially with that helmet on. I had to lean him forward. Ta-da. Anywho, I said what I said about him. Check out Junkie on Crafts and Builds, link in the description. Thank you again, sir, for allowing me to review this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching.
Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.